Hi, greetings, blessed ones. Let's keep going. Lesson 3 of A Course in Miracles. We'll begin with a little page and a bit of what is A Course in Miracles. So this is still part of the preface. It's not a few more pages, then we'll be on to the text. As its title implies, so what it is what this is called. As its title implies, the course is arranged throughout as a teaching device. It consists of 3 books, a 669-page text, a 488-page workbook for students, and a 92-page manual for teachers. The order in which students choose to use the books and the ways in which they study them depend on their particular needs and preferences. The curriculum the course proposes is carefully conceived and is explained, step by step, at both the theoretical and practical levels. It emphasizes application rather than theory, and experience rather than theology. It specifically states that a universal theology is impossible, but a universal experience is not only possible but necessary. Although Christian in statement, the course deals with universal spiritual themes. It emphasizes that it is but one version of the universal curriculum. There are many others, this one differing from them only in form. They all lead to God in the end. The text is largely theoretical and sets forth the concepts on which the course's thought system is based. Its ideas contain the foundation for the workbook's lessons. Without the practical application the workbook provides, the text would remain largely a series of abstractions, which would hardly suffice to bring about the thought reversal at which the course aims. The workbook includes 365 lessons, one for each day of the year. It is not necessary, however, to do the lessons at that tempo, and one might want to remain with a particularly appealing lesson for more than one day. The instructions urge only that not more than one lesson a day should be attempted. The practical nature of the workbook is underscored by the introduction to its lessons, which emphasizes experience through application rather than a prior commitment to a spiritual goal. Some of the ideas the workbook presents you will find hard to believe, and others may seem quite startling. This does not matter. You are merely asked to apply the ideas as you are directed to do. You are not asked to judge them at all. You are asked only to use them. It is their use that will give them meaning to you and will show you that they are true. Remember only this: you need not believe the ideas, you need not accept them, and you need not even welcome them. Some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. But do not allow yourself to make exceptions in applying the ideas the workbook contains, and whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than that is required. Finally, the Manual for Teachers, which is written in question and answer form, provides answers to some of the more likely questions a student might ask. It also includes a clarification of a number of the terms the course uses, explaining them within the theoretical framework of the text. The course makes no claim to finality, nor are the workbook lessons intended to bring the student's learning to completion. At the end, the reader is left in the hands of his or her own internal teacher, who will direct all subsequent learning as he sees fit. While the course is comprehensive in scope, truth cannot be limited to any finite form, as is clearly recognized in the statement at the end of the workbook. This course is a beginning, not an end. No more specific lessons are assigned, for there is no more need of them. Henceforth, hear but the voice for God. He will direct your efforts, telling you exactly what to do, how to direct your mind, and when to come to him in silence, asking for his sure direction and his certain word. Let's move to Lesson 3. Lesson 3. I do not understand anything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place. Apply this idea in the same way as the previous ones, without making distinctions of any kind. Whatever you see becomes a proper subject for applying the idea. Be sure that you do not question the suitability of anything for application of the idea. These are not exercises in judgment. Anything is suitable if you see it. Some of the things you see may have emotionally charged meaning for you. Try to lay such feelings aside and merely use these things exactly as you would anything else. The point of the exercises is to help you clear your mind of all past associations, to see things exactly as they appear to you now, and to realize how little you really understand about them. It is therefore essential that you keep a perfectly open mind, unhampered by judgment, in selecting the things to which the idea for the day is to be applied. For this purpose, one thing is like another, equally suitable and therefore equally useful. I do not understand this water bottle. I do not understand that lampshade stand. I do not understand this computer. I do not understand this towel. I do not understand this desk. I do not understand this notepad. I do not understand that power cord. I do not understand that play box. I do not understand that blind chain. I do not understand that window frame. I do not understand this door. I do not understand that fire alarm. I do not understand that treasure box. I do not understand that ladder. Now that we've completed lesson 3, let's move to a year of forgiveness for lesson 3. Lesson 3, a year of forgiveness. Here are Renee Phillips' illustrations for lesson 2 and lesson 3. I do not understand anything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place. You are blessed beings, indeed. I am the one you know as Jesus. This is an important year for you. You are here for lesson 3, the early stages of questioning yourself about how you see reality. Now, for most of you, how you see reality is never questioned. You feel perfectly fine to say, this is right, or that is wrong, and she is good, or he is bad, and this looks good on me, but it looks really bad on you. Whatever the judgment is, you base it on your perception of reality. Your emotional feedback from your guidance system, which is the loving system you have been given to tell you how close or how far from love you are, will feed back to you information about the judgments you make. When you look at others doing something and make a judgment, that is bad, they should not be doing that, you feel feedback from your emotional guidance system. That feedback will be a bad feeling. And you will associate the bad feeling with the actions of those you have judged. What is actually happening is your feedback system, this beautiful guidance system that you have been given, is giving you feedback on your behavior. This is the great secret you are all missing in your teachings. The guidance system tells you about your behavior. Judge not, for you will suffer. Not because you are being punished by a vengeful God, as many of you believe, but because your guidance system is perfect. It will never stop telling you how close you are to love or how far away you are from love. When you observe others' actions and say, that behavior is unacceptable and they are bad people for doing that, your loving guidance system that teaches you how to love will say, mm-hmm. It will give you a negative emotional response because you have just stepped away from love. You have not viewed others with forgiving eyes. This is the principle we will work with here, that you don't know the meaning of things. When you see people do something, hear people say something, or watch information on your television screens, you do not understand it because you do not know the motivation. You do not know the evolutionary status of those people, and you don't know what they are here to learn. So you should not judge, not only because it's unloving, but also because you will suffer for stepping away from love in your judgment, isolation, or persecution of others. Your guidance system is perfect. It's impeccable. It constantly tells you how close you are to love. In your peace, happiness, and joy, it tells you, Yes, you are on the way to love. In your frustration, shame, and fear, it says, no, you are off track here, beloved. You need to look at how you perceive things. Perception makes your world. It makes your emotional world, and that is all you know. That is all you experience. You think it is out there, but you are experiencing the emotional inner world of your perceptions, interpretations, and judgments. I am the one you know as Jesus, and we are happy you are with us today on Lesson 3. Do your lesson impeccably. Pay attention to the stories that you tell about the world and how they make you feel. We will return tomorrow. Namaste, dearest ones. Thank you.